All right, y'all, let's get into one of the best desserts that I think I ever made in my life. And I definitely want to start off by saying I am not a baker by any means necessary, but I love sweets. So, I'd be like, this is worth giving it a try. Now, I saw this original recipe made the non plant based way on Instagram, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm about to make this dairy free. I'm about to make this vegan. So, it's called a brown butter pecan sweet potato cobbler. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now with this butter. I am browning it. So instead of regular butter, I'm using plant-based butter. Now, the trick to browning the butter is to just have it melt on low heat for about 3 to 4 minutes. Just keep an eye on it, stir it a little bit. You don't want it to be burnt, just want it to be browned. And it's definitely going to give it a much different flavor than just regular melted butter. While that was browning, I started combining my dry ingredients. This recipe was so easy. At first, I was just like, I don't know about this, but it definitely has simple ingredients, simple steps. Literally just flour, baking powder, cinnamon, cane sugar, a little bit of pink salt. And then I set that aside and I started on my wet ingredients. All right, now our butter has become nice and brown. This is about the color that you want. So take it off that heat immediately. Like I said, you don't want it to be burnt. You just want it to be browned. Now the star of this show is going to be pecans. So you can get some pre-chopped pecans. Make sure they're raw. And you can just chop them up yourself if you don't have the pre-chopped ones. Now I'm going in with my brown butter. I'm laying that down first. Then I'm simply adding my chopped pecans to the bottom of the tray on top of the melted butter. Now my dry ingredients I'm combining with my wet ingredients. My wet ingredients was just a sweet potato mash, basically, that consists of almond milk, sweet potato. Oh, I'm making a mess. Don't be like me, but make sure you get all the ingredients inside the bowl and mix well. So yes, it consists of sweet potato mash, which is just regular sweet potatoes boiled, and then I added some almond milk, sugar, and a little bit of cinnamon. Combine my wet and dry, and I mixed very, very well until it was a nice, smooth consistency, just like this, almost like cake batter. Now I'm taking an ice cream scoop, and I'm just gonna scoop me a portion, nice roll just like this, into the bottom of the pan. It's important that you use a scoop or portion it out so that way it bakes into like sections. You don't want to pour it all in there and start spreading it. It's not going to give what you want it to give, okay? Next, I'm going in with the toppings, which is just brown sugar, some more pecans, and a little bit of more cinnamon. All right, and then this is just gonna go right on top of those little portions that you just scooped out. You wanna make sure everything's nice and covered. Now, when I saw this original recipe and it called for all of this water to be pouring on top, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared because I'm just like, is this gonna work? But I'm telling y'all, pour all of the water on top. This is gonna make it nice and gooey, and it's just gonna turn out so perfectly. It's gonna be so, 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 so moist. So do not skip on that water. I know it looks scary and crazy right now, but yeah. Then you want to bake it for about 35 to 40 minutes. I always check it on that 35-minute mark, and then if it's still a little gooey, I just put it back in for about maybe 10 more minutes. Once it comes out, you're just gonna make sure it's done. I like to stick a little spoon in between, and it should look just like this. So gooey, so moist, so wet, just so everything. Everything just looks so good. Like when they named this a cobbler, I was thinking like it's more of a brownie. It's giving more brownie, but I don't even care what it's called. It's freaking amazing, okay? So I definitely popped two of these on a plate, and I decided to pair it with some vegan vanilla ice cream. You can definitely eat this by itself, or you can use some dairy-free whipped cream, but either way, this dessert was so top tier. It's giving cobbler. It's giving brownie. It almost kind of tastes like coffee cake. And I've put this on my menu, and someone even said it kind of reminds them of carrot cake. And I'm just like, I could see that because, like I said, it's super, super moist. And if you're allergic to nuts, don't worry. You can definitely opt out of the nuts and just use the same recipe. The most important part is just browning that butter and making sure that you're incorporating your wet and dry ingredients the right way, scooping it out, don't spread it, and just baking it how you normally would. Yes, it was so good. I had to dance. Like, this is the best dessert I ever made. And I love sweet potatoes so much. I mean, the layers in between were just so amazing. I just couldn't believe that I totally transformed a regular recipe into this amazing plant based dish. So, y'all definitely give it a try and let me know what you think.